Welcome back to FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. I'm Flex, and today we're diving into a full top-down analysis on Bitcoin. We're going to start from the higher time frames and work our way down to the lower time frames, and let's see if we find any good setups. Now remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. You're responsible for your own trades. Always do your own research and trade at your own risk. All right, guys, let's hop into the charts, and today we're going to start off with the monthly chart. Yet today is May 1st. It's approximately 4:10 p.m. Eastern time, and yesterday we closed out the month of April and we finally have the monthly candle close. Now before I go over this chart, I want to show you a video that I did approximately 2 weeks ago, and as you can see here, the stochastics were pointing down, which was bearish. The white line, the 21-day moving average, was at 63,536, and I had a falling wedge pattern, and I was saying, since we look bearish, it looks like we could continue going down. That is a possibility. Even though in the lower time frames like the daily and the weekly, things were looking a little bit bullish, but it looked long term like it's possible that we could have a drop. We had to always keep that in mind. But this falling wedge did have a measure move of breaking out to about $120,000. Now I stated in this video that if the falling wedge does not play out, it's possible that we could be doing a flag here. So I did draw a flag here as a second possibility, and when you guys see the candle how it closed, you can see this green candle here, how small it is. It does look out like it's possible that that's exactly what's happening. Look how big this candle grew within just 2 weeks. So now instead of a falling wedge, I do believe now that we could be doing some type of a flag pattern here. And if I redraw this flag, it's quite possible that this is what's happening at the moment. And as you guys can see, the 21-day moving average is no longer at 63,000. It's actually at 67,375. So it looks like the 21-day moving average is actually chasing the candles instead of the candles dropping down to meet the 21-day moving average, and that is bullish. If we take a look at the stochastics, they did drop down more, but if we zoom into the stochastics, it kind of looks like we're about to start curving up here. So this is giving me some bullish vibes as well. We would have to see how May plays out, but so far we have a good green candle here on May, and the measured move to this flag, if it does break out, if I take it from the wick all the way to the bottom of this wick, I believe this breaks us out almost to about 150. Let's make sure. And there it says about $153,000. So it's quite possible that this is the new play that is happening. Now the candle of April was crazy. We went all the way down to 74,351, it shows here, and then we ended up going all the way up to 95,060, and we ended up closing somewhere around 93,500, let's call it. So there was a lot of up and downs, a lot of emotional stress with this candle, and now as you can see, we're above $96,000, guys. Today Bitcoin ended up going all the way, I believe it was to 97k, like 97,250. So the prediction of 100k, 99k to 100k looks like it's about to come true. We just have to give it a little bit more time. Now that we went over the monthly candle and we're bullish, again, we're still a little bit far from the 21-day moving average, but we could continue waiting for this to touch, and who knows if within a couple months, maybe sometime by September, October, this touches and boom, we launch away. Now let's take a look at the weekly chart, and the weekly chart again is looking bullish. The stochastics are pointing up. If we keep this flag here, we're seeing that we're above the 21-day moving average with this candle, and we're going to hit the top of this new flag now and possibly start breaking out. We take a look at the 4-day chart. The 4-day chart, the stochastics are starting to get toppy, but we could still have some room here to continue dragging. We are above the 21-day moving average here as well, so that is also bullish. Take a look at the 1-day chart, and look at this, guys. Finally, the 21-day moving average looks like it's about to cross the 200-day moving average. I would say 2 or 3 more days and we're going to cross, and once we touch price action, I feel like we're going to blast off to at least 100k, if not more. There was a pattern that I did a couple of days ago that there was a cup and handle. This is the cup here, and this could be the handle, and this could launch us to 110k. But right now my prediction is at least 100k. After that we'll reassess. So far we're about 4 hours away from the daily candle closing today, and so far it looks like it's going to be a large green engulfing candle, which is bullish. Those stochastics have been toppy for a long time. It's been dragging, and it looks like it could fall down, but if we zoom in, I'm seeing a little bit of a curve here. So this looks like we might curve up again, maybe blast up to 100, 100, maybe 110K, and then maybe there will start coming down. That's also a possibility. So this is looking very bullish to me, guys. Remember, this is also a flag that is looking to break out as well. Now let me head over to the other chart, because I started on a new chart here to show you the monthly candle, and this is the original pattern. And the original pattern on the monthly that I had was the falling wedge that I spoke about, and as you can see, it is starting to break out, and this candle is measured to go to about 117K, 120K. So far this pattern is starting to play out. Now let's continue, guys, with the 22-hour chart, and look at this. This is what I'm waiting for to happen on the daily chart. Look how the 21-day moving average crossed the 200-day moving average, is touching price, and is starting to break out. This is what I anticipate happening here. This white line should come up, touch price, and then we're going to blast up and away here. Now yesterday I went over how there is some bearish divergence here on the daily. This red line, as you can see, the price is moving up, and on the RSI the price is kind of flat going down. So we have to be aware of that. We are away from the 21-day moving average, which is currently at 89,347. So it's possible that we could get a drop down. We never know. We have to anticipate that as well. We head over to the 8-hour chart. The 8-hour chart, the stochastics look good. They still have room to go up, and on this new candle, it looks it's an indecisive candle right now, but we still have approximately 3.5 hours before this candle closes, so it's possible we could go up. Again, today's price was amazing. It went to about 97,500 almost. We're very close to that 98 level. We're very close to that 98K level, 100K level, so I'm very excited about that. We head over to the 4-hour chart. Remember, guys, I drew this flag on the 4-hour chart, and this flag does take us to about 101K. As you can see, we started breaking out. We do have tweezer tops here, and it's getting a little bit toppy, but we still have room to drag from here. As long as we stay above the 21-day moving average, which is now at 95K, I remain bullish, guys. This pattern looks like it's about to break out at any moment. It's possible we could fall back in and then shoot back out from there. And let's take a look at how the 1-hour chart looks. The 1-hour chart does look like a head and shoulders here. It looks like it's going to start coming down. The 21-day moving average is at 95,789. Again, we have the wicks here from the top. So, you know, we did a big move today. It is possible that we drop down maybe to 95, and then from there we bounce back up. So I wouldn't doubt if that happens. And let's just take a look at the 15-minute chart. The 15-minute chart is looking bullish, with the stochastics are low on the way up, and we just crossed the 21-day moving average. So again, guys, my sentiment is that we are bullish. I'm still looking for that 100K move, and once we have that 100K move, I look to maybe see 110K. But let's get to 100K first. Let's see where the stochastics, where the sentiment is on everything with the news, and then we'll decide from there. Right now, the levels that we need to hold to remain bullish is we just need to stay above the 21-day moving average on the 4-hour chart, which is 95K. On the daily chart, we must stay above the 200-day moving average, which is at 89,000. So even if we drop down to 89,000, guys, we're still in bullish territory at the moment. All right, guys, that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, and subscribe. And if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Catch you on the next chart.